experience playing the game better.
So last year, we talked about your daughter playing NBA 2K. And now I have to ask you, what does she think about the WNBA being in the game?
Well, can I just tell you that, first of all, we established a rule in our house. You're not allowed to play the same team against each other. So she always picks the Sparks. So it forces me to choose between all the other WNBA teams. And you know, as a competitor, I don't want to play with the Minnesota Lynx. Like, I don't want to play with Seattle Storm. So we just end up arguing. And so, yeah, so she always has to play with mommy's team. And it's hilarious and so amazing to see, you know, her growing up with this. I think the impact that it's having on young boys and girls across the world, to be able to play with different players in different leagues, I really think that that's huge.
Yeah, definitely. So before the season, you said you wanted to prove that you had a little bit left in the tank.
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. Now, Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Greg. At the beginning of every season, we'd love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set, or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the off season on that challenge.
Season never really ends. Beasley outside. Kicks it out to Rubio. And stolen by Junior. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What's up? And you can only admire the grit that Junior plays with. He's not afraid of a little contact.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Curry. Here's Rubio. 6 points for him. Here's Beasley. Chris with the rebound. Warriors trail by 4. Junior dishes to Oubre, and that one good.
Well, how about the length and athletic ability of Kelly Oubre Jr.? Go ahead in there.
Timberwolves have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And there's the pass to Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And look how Junior's ability to read the defense pays off. Finds an opening, and bam.
Here's Rubio. Okogie for 3. Chris with the rebound. Now here's Junior. Not a lot of room. And Junior throws it down.
Well, how about the athleticism and elevation? Junior doing work.
A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Rubio taking his time here. Towns kicks to Rubio. Pass to Okogie. 6 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. Chris with the rebound. The Warriors leading. Junior with it. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
Well, Junior runs into some contact and goes right through it. Nicely done.
Now Rubio from deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so, guys, it's Junior making things happen for the Golden State Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. And And speaking with Karl Anthony Towns earlier, he was asked about how the team approaches defensive adjustments.
For us defensively, we stay very disciplined to what we say we want to do. Don't change. Never waver from what our game plan is. We should be fine.
So they want to devise, Greg, a strategy, come in and impose their will.
And that's what they want to do, but the reality is the best teams in the league know how to adapt.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
They've got Layman, Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And they continue to control the glass. And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in, and Culver's subbed in for Josh Okogie. And the Warriors also making a change. Weissman's checked in.
And you can clearly see Junior is still accustomed to fighting for every inch. Every game, every play, he's out here giving his absolute all.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big man who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Edwards. Towns with it. And here's Russell, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And they get it. Weissman with the rebound.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy, fast break basket.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
To the inside. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Towns. Edwards got his 3rd basket of the night.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by Golden State.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Rockets in Houston.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Junior kicks to Curry. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Curry's got 5 now.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
And stolen by Junior. Passes it to Looney. Junior with it. He's picked up by Russell. And that one's good, Junior.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Jake Layman's checked in for Towns. Okogie comes in for Culver. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Edwards. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Different look here for the Warriors. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Wiseman. Green comes in for Looney. Oubre's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Curry. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one. Knocked loose and stolen by Bazemore. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good, Junior.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
And stolen by Junior. To the paint. That's tipped. Beasley with the steal. The pass to Layman. Fires for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Junior. Played in with the... A nice touch off the glass. And that's now 27 points for Junior.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Weissman, and it's Junior in at the small forward.
If you ever notice Stephen Curry's vision, his eyes are always looking for opportunities to find his teammates.
And stolen by Junior. Curry, sweet little floater. Curry's got 7.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
It's good.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Inside, it's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Junior the pass to Green, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
How good is Green at drawing solid contact? He plays with a ton of heart. He's really good at making the defense commit.
And one thing that's great about Draymond, you can run the offense through him. Last year, he averaged just as many assists as rebounds.
Right, Greg, and obviously he has to be surrounded by great shooters because that vision is there, and he can throw every type of pass. He's extremely unselfish, but guys have to deliver on the catch. A valuable, dogged defender, Draymond Green doing his thing.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Poke loose. Russell against Curry. And it's the Warriors on the break. And he lobs it up. And slam dunk by Pascal.
I'll tell you, it's